Okay, so... Okay, I think we're live. If we could just... Gee, I don't know. Like this... I think like this needs to be like somewhat spread out and all that. Or... You know what? That can work. We could might as well just trim that down. But, yeah, so hello everybody. Welcome to this stream. It's, yeah, it's the Rugby League World Cup. I've completely, accidentally disregarded this whole thing, but basically, you know, certain things have pretty much have come up. But yeah, so we are doing this match. I should just state pretty quickly. There is I unfortunately cannot show any game footage from this match, so you're just going to be looking at a this white guy in a hoodie. Pretty much is going to be the only sort of remnants of what's going to be shown, but yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like I mean, in fairness, it's I think the only thing I could really have for this experience going over the top of watching the game live would probably be there probably won't be an ad break that goes on for 10 minutes during the match because they've lost transmission. So I think we should be sorted upon that. But yeah, so pretty much let's just get into it. Pretty much the first my first actual stream of watching the Rugby League World Cup, and obviously coming down right to the end of the second match day. It's Tonga versus Wales. This game holds some form of significance because pretty much if Tonga wins this match, they will almost be guaranteed to be top of the of their group. I'm fairly certain it's pretty safe because I feel like the only way would be if Cook Islands. Because Tonga have got to play Cook Islands in the final match. I know Cook Islands have got to win. They did beat Wales not last week, but in the last match. So unless Cook Islands win this, well then actually if Cook Islands beat Papua New Guinea, then that match decides the top of the group. But I think it's pretty safe to say that Tonga's going to win the in the group. But yeah, a lot of matches so far this tournament have been very much blowouts from what I've seen. I think there's only been like 2 matches out of all of them that have been semi-close, and actually they feature both teams playing tonight. It was Tonga versus Papua New Guinea, where Tonga won with a try in the last 3 minutes to win 18-12, if I remember correctly, and Wales were also pretty close in their match against the Cook Islands, which Cook Islands ended up getting the win in that. But yeah, this game is going to be a very interesting one to say the least. There has been a lot of intrigue into who is actually going to be selected for the Tongans, but I think basically we just go into that right now with the actual team list. So starting off with Tonga at fullback, you got Tessa Niu, and on the wings you've got Daniel Tupou and Sione Katoa, and in the centres, the absolute dream pairing of Sio Sifatalakai and Conrad Hurrell, Talatau Amoni and Tuamaloa Lolahe as the 5'8" and halfback. I feel like I'm going to mispronounce that name because me being whitey. But Adam Whanua, Blake, Sonny, Luke, and Mawika Whatuwaka as the prop hooker props. Felice Kafusi and Kion Kualamatangi in the second row, with Siasua Takiaho as the lock and as captain tonight for Tonga. Interchange consists of Tavita Totola, David Fafita, Tolatau Kola, and Ben Murdoch Masila. And Hamal Olaka Atu is the injury reserve for Tonga. Now going into Wales' team, you've got Caleb Aikens at fullback, and Reece Williams and Kyle Evans on the wings, with Dalton Grant and Elliot Kerr in the centres. You've got Ollie Olds and Josh Ralph as the 5'8" and halfback. Anthony Walker, Matty Fozzard, and Gavin Bennanen as the prop hooker prop, with Chester Butler and Bailey Antrobus in the second row, with Joe Burke playing at lock. Interchange consists of Dan Fleming, Curtis Davies, Connor Davies, and Tom Hopkins, with one of the other, I think it's Jamie Olds, is playing as the injury reserve, and the captain is Elliot Kerr for the Welsh team tonight. So a lot of interesting intrigue coming into this match. Hello. Oh yeah, shit. I'll do it. I'll sort it out afterwards. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting match. So we're not that too far away. I'm just going to look at the poll now. 6 votes currently coming in at the poll, and it's pretty much a 5-to-1 ratio. Everyone thinking that Tonga is going to win this match. I feel like Tonga are going to win this match, but I think the real question is how much. I think it's going to be... I'd like to think it'd be a little bit competitive, but I feel like it's going to be like Tonga are going to score 50. It'll be like 50 points to 6 or something along that lines, unfortunately, when it comes to the Welsh. Well, in fairness, I don't think the Welsh even played that bad in their game against the Cook Islands last week. I think it was a fairly decent performance. Obviously, the Cook Islands did come out firing in the second half, but yeah, it's going to be a hard one to figure out. Pretty much, if Tonga wins this, basically, it's I'm just repeating myself now, but it pretty much would solidify them finishing. It'll officially set them going into the post into the finals, is into the quarterfinals, like the out of the group, basically. But I think we probably have to wait to see what the result is between New Guinea and the Cook Islands tomorrow to see whether or not when Tonga play the Cook Islands, it's to decide who comes top of the group. But yeah, it's I just got to say the center pairings for Tonga, absolutely brilliant. Bloody Conrad Hurrell and COC for Talakai, two absolute beasts. It's actually interesting because Conrad Hurrell is actually playing in his home stadium. This game is being played at the Totally Wicked Stadium, which is the home of St Helens, and that is the team that Conrad Hurrell plays for in the Super League. Obviously, we thought Penrith were dominant, but oh shit, bloody St Helens 4 straight Super League Grand Final wins. It's starting to turn into a bit of a problem. But both teams now currently in the sheds. So basically, the trophies are on the field, and they're both now coming out now, being led by Takiaho and Kia, both captains for each team. So basically, it's going to go through the anthems, and I've got to search this just to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. Tonga pre-game dance. It's a war cry. Or is it the Sipitao? Yep, that's it. It's the Sipitao. I did see actually in the crowd, because I did watch the Tonga Papua New Guinea match, and I saw bloody Fui Moi Moi was in the crowd, which is good to see. He actually is still playing actually rugby league at the moment. I think he played for Rochdale. I think they're in like League 1 of and all that. But so both teams now lining up, so they're getting ready now with the national anthems. But there's Santa. Santa is repping the Tongans. I think Conrad Hurrell's going to get himself 2 tries here tonight in his home stadium. I think it's very much a likelihood. I'd be happy to see if the Welsh at least, score. And here comes the Welsh national anthem. I think it's one of the. I think it's like if you were to pick in terms of like the power rankings of when it comes to European national anthems, I think the Welsh one is a very strong contender. But I will say, because obviously a lot of focus more recently on the Welsh, and in terms of Welsh sports, obviously with Wrexham, with obviously the with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElry both purchasing the club, and they're currently going really well at the moment. They're currently challenging to get from the National League to League 2, but that's soccer while we're talking about that. Okay, so just quickly, just going to check the poll quickly. So currently with 12 votes coming in, 92% majority in favour of Tonga, which I would assume is probably 10-2, or maybe I think it's 10%, 8%. I think it's too much for like a 11-1, but it's pretty much something along those lines. Is now getting into the Tonga national anthem. Just gonna check something quickly. Oh, he's Samoan. I was just checking for because one of the other players that plays for St Helens is actually Sione Matautia, who's obviously one of the forwards. He obviously used to play for the Knights. You know, I'm a Knights fan for retrospect. Stop laughing, but yeah. So Sione Matautia, and I was thinking like, surely he'd be in the team somewhere, but like it turns out he's Samoan. He's Samoan and Australian, which I think he's represented both. But definitely he's got to play if you think about it, because he's absolutely been brilliant as so far he's been in England. I think also Peter, his brother's also done well, because they played each other in the Challenge Cup final. I think it was like last year when Peter Matautia was playing for Hull. I think he still plays for him, in fairness. And now the anthems are now done, so we're now going to be getting into the Sippy Tau. I'm definitely probably pronounced it as like Sipatau. Maybe that's probably how it's pronounced, but So it's going to be Takiaho performing this, obviously as the captain of the Tongan team. Also, there has been a lot of air horns actually so far. I've heard a lot of them. There was a fair few with the England Samoa match, but there's been a lot when I was watching the Tongan Papua New Guinea match. So just there he is. I kind of wish I had the mic placed in. I know I probably shouldn't be fucking talking through this, but they really need to have like when the All Blacks do the haka, they have like the mics like properly all around them. But bloody hell, fuck. Oof. Apparently, very close now. And there we go. That is the Sippy Tau there, and it's just making me watch this. Feels like, mate, because when I did my predictions for this Rugby League World Cup, it was and I said in the quarterfinals, Samoa would play Tonga, and I'm just thinking like, because it's probably going to be a possibility, because England, I think England are safe with the top of, because it's Group A's runners up plays Group D's first place, so. Yeah, so Tonga and Tonga and Samoa in the quarterfinals. That is going to be an intense fucking match. So just quickly now, just want to say before the match starts, you're not going to be seeing anything, unfortunately, because the NRL's copyright is fucked, even though during one of the matches, no one saw anything. But yeah, so just quickly through the lineups one last time. Tessie New at fullback. We'll start with Tonga. Neo at fullback, Tupou and Katoa on the wings with Talakai and Haro in the centres, Amoni and Lalahea in as the 5'8" and halfback, Fanua Blake, Sonny Luke and Moika Fodawaker as the prop. Kafusi and Kolmatangi in the second row with Takiaho at lock, Totola, Fafita, Kula and Murdoch Masila on the bench with Olaka R2 at the injury reserve. Aikens at fullback for Wales. You got Williams and Evans on the wing with Grant and Kerr in the centres. Ollie Olds and Ralph as the 5'8" and halfback. Walker, Fozzard and Benian as the prop. Butler and Antrobus in the second row with Burke at lock. Fleming and the Davies brothers and Hopkins on the bench with Jamie Olds as the injury replacement. I had to read through that extremely quickly because the game's about to kick off. Oh, they got all women referees. Based. Is it based? I don't know. So the Welsh will be kicking off and they're going to be running screen right and Tonga will get the ball first. So just waiting for the kickoff now. The Wales in a very sleek all black jersey. I think it might be the away jersey, but it does sort of look like a sort of, All Blacks. Not the All Blacks, of the Kiwis. So just ready now for the kickoff now. Yeah, like the commentary just said, there we go, kickoff, and we are underway. And right near the sideline there, that was really close. I think it was Tessie New that picked it up for the first tackle. It'll go on to the 10. Almost going to be, it could have gone out on the full actually, but it was a good place kick. But like the commentary said, if Wales are able to win this match, it would be probably one of the biggest upsets in international rugby league history. So now Tonga now going out to the left-hand side here. There is a massive gap as that is COC for Talakai getting brought down just shy of halfway for the third tackle. This is already looking like a good set here. As Felice Kafusi now brought down, fourth tackle, 45 metres away from the try line. Right through the guts is number 17 of Moika Fodawaker. It'll get brought down 30 away from the try line. This will be the last tackle for Tonga. They're going to send it. It's a high kick, and they're going to be sending it to, I believe it's Williams. That's number 22, actually. It's actually Evans, the other winger that takes it. He gets brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle for the Welsh. Was that a knock on? Oh, that's not good. Autumn already right from dummy half. Yep, that's a slip up there by the number 7 of Ralph. And that is going to be a scrum feed 10 metres out for Tonga. That is not the best start. And we're just going to end the poll now. 40 votes, actually. I think it's the highest the votes have ever been. Thank you all very much for vote 41. Someone just got in right at the end. But 95% in favour of Tonga. I'd like to see. I would like to know who the 5% that are going for Wales. I would like to see who they are. Just like that, Sione Katoa almost going right away from the first tackle, brought down onto the 10. Just about a minute and a half gone at this point. Big charge up through the middle there. 5 minutes out. Second tackle for Tonga. They'll spread it to the left-hand side. They've got numbers all the way out wide. It's the number 2 of Daniel Tupou. And they're going to drag him out here. And they will. And the Welsh survive that set. Oh, what? Oh, the ball stayed in. Tupou must have gotten a pass out to Talakai and somehow have kept the ball in. That is actually very impressive there, to say the very least. So this is now 4th tackle for Tonga. They're going to go through the middle here unless they... It's a grubber kick. It's a chase. And it's going to be battered away by the number 17 of Antrobus. It'll be a goal line dropout to the Welsh. But again, just showing how threatening Tonga are at the moment. Just in terms of the kick, I'm just want to... Yeah. So here we go. Are we going to see a short goal line dropout? That's been the meta sort of this year. No, the Welsh have not evolved. They've just booted it down the middle. It's weird how common that's now become in the NRL of all the goal line dropouts being short. Just seeing here as the timer has actually stopped here. I'm just going to try to refresh it. We're currently 3 minutes 15 into the game. So, there we go. So it's not fully lined, but that's number 12 there. That's Matangi. Now just shy of the line. Second tackle. Third tackle, actually. Go down the right-hand side. They're going to shift it maybe to the left, but it's number 17 of Fodawaker, who tries to go right into the middle of the field. So fourth tackle, 10 metres away from the try line now. Sending it out to the left now, Tonga. Oh, good step. Flinging it out to Daniel Tupou again. And Tupou gets targeted immediately, and you'll get brought down. 10 metres out, last tackle for Tonga. It's going to go to Amoni. There's a grubber kick. And it's... Oh! I think that's actually... It was knocked back by Wales. And then Tessie News tried to ground that. And it's actually going to be classed as a knock-on. I think it's a 20-minute restart. Unless they're saying it's a double knock-on and Wales lost it first. But I think the Wales player knocked it back. It should be a 20-minute restart. I think. No, okay, no, the hit went forward. And it's a decent goal line dropout kick by the Welsh. It goes 55 metres. And Tessie Neo will get brought down on the 40-metre line for the first tackle. Now it's another one-upman's. It's the number 8, that is Fanua Blake, who takes it in at the moment. Now they're going to shifting it off to the left-hand side now. Tonga just letting their forwards break through the Welsh defence and then attack it out to the wingers. Third tackle, 20 out now. And now they're going to start looking to the wingers there. That's Felice Kafusi, about 10 metres away from the try line on the left-hand side. And it's a penalty to Tonga. For us, I think it's probably an illegal strip there. It's the number 5 of Grant who got penalised there. So it's another set coming up for Tonga. So I think so far at the moment, Wales have only had one tackle. And then they've lost the ball. Here we go. Now Tonga now 5 metres short of the line for the first tackle. They're going to shift it off to the right-hand side here. Oh, and the ball! Oh, it's going to be touched and it's a knock-on by Wales again. That was actually very close. That, if that player, I think it was the number 14 for Wales, I think it was Olds, Ollie Olds, if he held on to that, he would have probably run away and maybe scored that. So you never know. Almost very like when Samoa got their first try against England, against the run of the play it is. As you see, Christian Wolf, the coach of the... it's Wales ball. Wait, what? I swear Wales just knocked it forward, but apparently they've got the ball. So now at least the Wales will now have their second set as a big wrap-up tackle there by Conrad Hurrell, of course, playing in his home stadium in St Helens, as that's the number 2 now. It's Williams, Reece Williams, will get brought down, I think, roughly on the 35 for the third tackle. Now Wales, some decent little bit of football. It's the number 16 that's going to get wrapped up here. That is Burke. Now on the 40 for the fourth tackle. They're going to send it to the left-hand side now. That's going to be the number 14 of Ollie Olds. Brought down on halfway. This will be the last tackle. And that will complete the first set that Wales have completed. And it's taken 7 minutes for that to occur. I mean, it's only like their second set they've actually fully had all game. So Tonga now get the ball. It's Tessie New now onto the 25 for the first tackle. As it's just going to be a bunch of the backs running in the middle, as a lot of the forwards now slowly starting to come back onto an onside position. As now COC for Talakai now coming in. And he'll get brought down about on the 45, just shy of halfway now for Tonga. Now Tonga's going to again go through the middle. It's a late call for a pass there. And it's going to be, I think it's a forward pass. It's going to be a forward pass here, caught against Tonga. So a scrum feed for Wales, roughly around halfway. I think Takiaho. Yeah, it's a forward pass, I think. No, he's lost it. Takiaho has lost the ball. I think there's also a forward pass in that as well. But it was a very late decision for a pass there by Fanua Blake. So who knows? Can Wales, 50 metres away from the try line, a full set of 6, can they get the first try of the match? I think it would be an astounding result for them if they were able to do that. So Wales now with the ball. They're going to send it out to the left-hand side from the scrum. It's the number 1. It's Aikens. It is held, and it's the number 23. It's Conrad Hull trying to drag him. out to the line, but he does get held up. Now the number 17 of Antrobus will get brought down 45 away from the try line for the second tackle, as we're now 8.5 gone. As I probably need to update because this has all been behind. It hasn't been like a proper counter, so I'll just have to update the score, the time as it happens. So third tackle now, 30 away from the try line. They're going down the right-hand side, Wales. Out to the winger here. And that's number 22, it's Evans. And I think Wales are only like 15 away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Wales now trying to run through the middle. And again, this is good field position. Last tackle, 5 metres out for the Welsh. Down to the left, they're going to go. It's a grubber kick. But it's a brilliant take there by Sione Katoa. It was a bit of a dodgy kick to say the least, but it was good. He's lost it. Huge moment here. Sione Katoa has lost the ball. But Sione Katoa saying it was ripped out. Is it going to be a captain's challenge? Nope, it's too late. They've only got 10 seconds to call the challenge. It's almost like a review in cricket. And the Tongans have not gone for it. So 10 metres out, a scrum feed for the Welsh. Now it's a loose carry there by Sione Katoa. And that's surely going to be a set restart. It's a 2-on-1. Brilliant wrapped up there on Aikens. And it's going to be a penalty. All of the Tongan players were all offside in the tackle because the Welsh creatively held it in play. Surely they'd go for the try here. Don't go for the 2. I mean, yes, the Welsh would technically be in front, but I mean, come on. So 10 metres out, another set income. Oh, they're going to redo the set. They've got to redo this. Wait, redoing this. I know they can set a scrum. Now Wales, number 7. It's Ralph. He's 5 metres short of the line for the first tackle. 10.5 now gone in this match. Wales, there's a 2-on-1. Oh, he's going to be held up there. The number 5, Grant. He went over the line, but he's going to get held up. But they're going to go and have a check here, to say the least, on whether or not Wales have somehow gotten the first try of the match. There was an actual, like, sort of gasp there from the one of the commentators thinking that Wales have just scored. I think he gets held up anyways, but it's going to go back to the 10 for, I'd say, the third tackle. Good pass. He should have gone to the wing. He should have passed it to the wing. He would have been free. The wing, I think it would have been Evans. Does he get it down? No. I think it's gonna be one of these, like, there's no shot of it being up in, yeah, it's up in the air. It's no try. But still though, Wales just did go over the line against Tonga, which is a very interesting thing to say at the very least. But yeah, so is my chat even working? It's like, is people trying to say things and it's like, oh, the chat's not, like, loaded or anything? If that's the case, it's going to be no try. So here we go, 10 metres back, third tackle. No, it'd be second tackle, I think, for the Welsh. So here we go. They continue the set. Now Butler now will get brought down. 5 metres away from the try line here. The Tongans have got to be careful not to give away too many more penalties. Now they're going to go to the left-hand side now, the Welsh. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, that's smartly taken by Williams and brought down because it looked like he would have been very easily flung over the sideline. Now, fourth tackle for Wales as we're now 11 minutes gone in this match. And here comes the big Walker. That's a big boy right there. 10 metres out. Last tackle for the Welsh. Passing out. Oh, and I think that's the number 8 of Walker, and he gets brought down just short of the line. And Tonga will get the changeover. But Wales are being competitive in this matchup. If they score then, shockwaves throughout the rugby league world, to say the very least. I'm just gonna check something quick. I just want to see if the chat does work. Might have accidentally not turned it on. But so now Tonga now with the ball. They've done really quick plays at the moment. I think this is the 4th tackle now, and it's an early kick here by the Tongans, and it's gonna roll into. It's gonna be jockeying it for a 20-meter restart, and it's just gone out before Sione Katoa's come rushing in. That was very close to say the very least, but again, 20-meter restart now for the Welsh. But nothing's been played on the desktop audio. Yeah, no, it isn't. Okay, sweet. So this will be now the first tackle after the 0. And now that's the number 22 of Evans, who will get brought down on the Welsh 40. Now for the second tackle. Wales now. It's an offload. It's an offload by the Welsh. Now Wales now currently inside of Tonga's half. That's the number 17. It's Antrobus, who's now on the Tongan 40. Now the Welsh. Oh, Matthew Gidley flick pass by the Welsh. Now 4th tackle, about 25 away from the try line, mate. Wales are fucking. That's a high shot. It's gonna be a penalty to Wales. Takiaho with a high shot. So it's another set for Wales. Honestly, go for the try. Honestly, that's what they should be doing if that's going to be the decision. Yep, the tap and go. So 20 metres out, another set of 6 coming in for the Welsh. There's the first carry, 10 metres out now, as we're now 14 minutes gone in this match. Walker again now going in for a run. And again, it'll be 3rd tackle, 5 metres out. Passing out to the right. Oh, it's going to be a little bit chaotic, and the pass is a bit weird, and it's now back onto the 15. I think it's now the 4th. No, this is the 3rd tackle. Now this will be the 4th now. 10 metres away from the try line now. Wells now trying to probably go into the middle here. It's the number 7. It's going to be Ralph, who will be brought down 5 metres short in front of the post now. Last tackle here for the Welsh. They'll go to the left. Ball over the top, and that's terrible. I think that was a stupid decision there, and Olds puts his hand up admitting that, yep, it was not the right call. Honestly, it probably would have been better if they grubbed it there, but there we go. So it's going to be a handover now on the 10-meter line for Tonga. It's Tonga, I think, I need to get some points here desperately, just to try to not calm their nerves, but, just like everything needs to just like sort itself out at the moment. Just to like breathe, because it's like Wales have been actually properly trying, and fair play to that as well. I'm just trying to see. I've got a live chat, don't I? Anyone can chat, live chat. Okay, sweet. I just want to. Oh, Wales have got the ball again. He's on the run. It's a breakaway. Wales have scored. Evans, 16 minutes gone, and Wales have scored the first try of the match. Unbelievable. It must have been some form of mistake. I clicked away and saw that Wales somehow ended up with the ball. And Kyle Evans makes it the first try of the match. And Wales are winning 4-0. It's under the black dot. It'll be 6-0. It's a knock-on by Talakai. It's given off to Ralph, who sees the run of Kyle Evans. Yeah, it was Talakai who lost the ball. Ralph ends up with it and gives it to Evans, who splits the gap, and just like that, and it's under the black dot as well, so it's going to be right in front, so it's going to be 6-0 to Wales after almost 17 minutes. And in all honesty, in the last couple of minutes, Wales deserve it. because Tonga have not been playing greatly, but this is a dream start, to say the least, here for the Welsh. So here we go. It's a kick, 10 metres out, right in front. This will be 6-0 to the Welsh. Matty Fozzard now setting it up. The hook is kicking. I haven't seen that since bloody... What's his name? Bloody Cameron Smith. So here we go. Here is the kick attempt for Fozzard. And right down the middle. So it's now 17.5 gone. It's Wales 6, Tonga 0. Wow. What can be said? Wow. That is kind of mental, to say the very least. But just trying to see the edit here. I just want to see how the quality is and all that. Yeah. Looks okay, and there we go. Yep, Wales now in front. Now Wales will get back the kickoff. Yep. They just got to get this away now. But yeah, so sorry about that, but I just had to check something quickly. But yeah, so about third tackle now for the Welsh as they're on the 35, still inside their own half. Oh, number 16, it's a good offload there by Wales. And that's the thing, it wasn't even that big of a gap that Kyle Evans ran through. But yeah, big run there by Antrobus, and he'll get brought down on the Tongan 30. So this will be the last tackle. It's actually the Tongan 40, I should say. And in comes the kick. And Tessie New will take it. And he gets an offload off. He's just about to get wrapped up on the 25. And now in come more offloads. If they could have spread it out a little bit more, I believe that is Daniel Tupou, who gets brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. It's now Tessie New now getting to the 40 for the second tackle. And that's the thing. Like, as much as like they need to get points, Wales' defense is going to be extremely tested here now coming into... They've had a brilliant first 20 minutes, but how are they going to go for the next 60? Fourth tackle now for Tonga as they are now 40 away from the try line. Right through dummy half here, it's the number 14 of Sonny Luke. So 25 out, last tackle for Tonga. It's a kick over the top. Oh, it's a knock on. I think it's a double knock on. And it's going to be a scrum fee. It was a knock on first. First by Wales, so it's going to be a scrum feed 10 metres out for Tonga. Ooh, was it? Did Conrad Horrell touch that? I don't think it did. But here we go. 20 minutes now gone as Walker has now come off to be replaced by Fleming. The first interchange made in the match, and it's by the Welsh. So all the flags starting to wave as the Tongans are now inside the 10-metre line. It's kind of like how on Rugby League 3 for the Wii, where anytime your team enters the inside the 20-metre zone, the crowd starts getting animated. And now straight off the scrum here, that's going to be Strass out to Daniel Tupou. And there we go, just like that. Tonga answer within quick succession. And Daniel Tupou goes over. It's now 6-4 with a kick to come. Just what can you say? It was just easy play. Spread them out cleanly. And there goes the first try for Daniel Tupou at this World Cup. It'll be an interesting kick from the side. Not near. I think it'll actually be right near the sideline as well, actually. So it's going to be an interesting way to see if Tonga will actually level this game up. But yeah, top chat. No, said it's a live chat. If that can work. YouTube's been acting a little bit... there we go. Don't know if this is the internet acting up or whatever, but I don't know. I'm just trying to refresh because I'm in the creator studio, trying to look at how the stream's working. Oh yeah, that's right. The bloody Lee Leopards are a thing because the Lee Centurions, as they're now coming into the top, into the bloody Super League. They've rebranded themselves and they're now the Leopards. So Takiaho's kicking. Takiaho's a kicker. Since when was that a thing? Must have always kicked. I don't know. Just me, maybe. I'm not too sure. But anyways, now here is going to come up now with the kick attempt. So here we go. Right from the sideline here. He goes up and he's going to miss it. Goes past the post, so Wales will be still in front. But we're now 22 minutes gone. It's now 6-4 in favour of the Welsh. But just like that, you just saw how easy you didn't see it, but I saw it. But relaying it. But yeah, Tupou just passed it straight out to Tupou from the scrum and just runs through an easy gap. So it can show how easily the Welsh team can be opened up in terms of for points. But now just waiting now for the kickoff to come from the Welsh team. But yeah, so now, oh, there goes the kick, and in comes the run. I think there's been a substitute here for Tonga. I don't think it's been officially set yet, but I don't think it is. But that's a good run there by the number 12 there. That is Kwalamatangi for the second tackle, just on the 30 at the moment. Now here come. I feel like that try is definitely going to probably open up the floodgates here for Tonga. So now it's on the third tackle. Takiaho gets brought down right near halfway. Now Kathusi with the ball. And he will get to just onto halfway. Now incoming another run. Now last tackle here, I believe, for Tonga. They're going to go for another big kick. They're trying to figure out who's going to get it. It's going to be picked up by... And it's a penalty to... It's a penalty to Wales. The Tongan runners were off... What? Apparently it was for an offside, but I don't think they were. I don't know. I don't know if it was just the camera angle or whatever, but I don't think they were offside. So the Wales will kick it out onto the 35, and they will get this new set in going. Could have spread it out to the wing there, potentially the Welsh, but they'll get brought down just past the 40 for the past the 30 actually for the first tackle. Now Antrobus will get brought down just past the 40 now for the second tackle. Still onto the left hand side here. They probably might go through the middle here, and they will. I believe that's that's Evans. He gets brought down now for the third tackle. They're going to send it a little bit now to the right-hand side here. The Welsh is now, I believe that is Grant, who gets brought down. Our fourth tackle, about 45 away from, 45 actually away from the try line. Trying to get an offload off the Welsh. They do. So they're still going here, but it's a brilliant wrap-up tackle there by Kwalamatangi on the number 9 of Fozzard. And it's a wait, what? It's a... I swear that was a one-on-one strip. Oh, no, that's the right call. So, yes, Kwalamatangi does strip him in a one-on-one, but one of the Tongan players actually puts his hands on Kwalamatangi's shoulders when the ball does get removed. So that's 2 men in the tackle. So that is actually the right call by the ref. And now a chance here. Wales 15 out. Can they score again? Now, Wales now go to the right-hand side now. Again, it's number 1. It's Aikens, and he'll get brought down inside the 10 for the second tackle. Whilst playing around, it's now the number 16. Getting an offload off. Oh, they're all just like excited. They're trying to go over, but it's the number 9 of Fozzo to be held up just in front of the line now for the third. Ralph trying to go himself, but to get brought down 5 metres short now. Fourth tackle for the Welsh. Just right in front of the post now. They'll go to the left. Flat pass into Antrobus. And again, he'll get held up just shy of the line. 5 out now. Last tackle for the Welsh. Feint going to the left, and he's... Antrobus has probably gone... Not Antrobus, but Fozzo trying to go straight through the middle. It'll be a changeover now. Oi! Fucking... Oi, what the fuck is Cormatangi doing? He just got into the... Like, pushed into the back of the head of, Fozzard, and then shoves a, one of the Welsh players here. There's, I don't know what the fuck that was for. Oi, there's fucking both of them shoving themselves. What the fuck are the Tongans doing? They need... The Tongans are fucking, like, being quite angry at the moment. It's, they need to calm the fuck down in all retrospect. Because, you could have probably made a case for that to being a penalty for the Welsh. But, yeah, that was, I don't think that was the smartest move there because it was Cormatangi and one of the other players. And now Talakai comes in for the tackle as he gets brought down. Second tackle on the 15. And now that's a, I believe that's the number 8. It's Vanilla Blake. But again, it's just showing how Tonga can easily make up these meters. As they're now onto the 40 for the fourth tackle. Oh, here we go. Set restart. And it's taken a while for the set restarts to come in. About 28 minutes. This is now 28 minutes gone. But here we go. So now inside of the Welsh half. Tonga now. But now Kafusi now gets brought down. Second tackle, 30 metres out. It's a huge chance here for the Tongans to take the lead. Oh, they're going to pass it out to the wing here. Katoa. Oh, he's lost it. He bobbles it around about 4 or 5 times, but he doesn't. He's not able to hold on to it. If he does hold on to that, he should very easily. Might have been a little bit of a challenge, but I think he should have scored. Basically, to say the very least, but yeah, it's just showing on how. And you got to think it's like I feel like the whole like with Cormatangi like showing they're frustrated. They know that this is a team that on paper they should not only be beating but dominating. But yeah, this is another hold there by the Welsh in the scrum. But that's the thing, you know, like the games like the number 5 Grant. We get brought down on the 20, and now this is going to be another charge for the 30s. We're now... Oh, big run there by the number 22 of Evans for the second tackle, just shy of the 40. As Wells now got another interchange as Connor Davies has now come on to replace Benian. Reece Williams breaks through the line. Now fourth tackle now for the Welsh. 35 away from the line. Oh, big moves by the big man there. It's the number 10 that is Fleming. 15 out. Last tackle for Wales. They're going to go to the right. And he's going to get brought down inside the 10. But this is a big thing. Wales have been able to get meters as well. This has not been a good performance so far by Tonga. Even probably for like a lot of people will be saying that. But Talakai now brought down onto the 20-meter line for the second tackle. Now this is Conrad Hurrell, the other centre. He'll get brought down on the 35 for the third tackle as we've got 9.5 minutes remaining in this first half. I think this time I think adds up by the minute. But so now fourth tackle now for just shy of halfway now, and that's going to be another run here. That's Takiaho again. No, it's Tavita Totola now. So yeah, well, Tonga have made substitutes. And there's a grubber kick made by onto the 10 there, and that's going to be picked up by Aikens, who will get brought down on the 20. An attempted one-on-one strip here by Tonga. This time not going through. Where neither of the ones have actually gone through, but this was the one where it's a legitimate attempt. Oh, fucking hand was around the back there by Amoni. If it was a little bit of his shoulder there, it could have potentially been bleed as a crusher. But now fourth tackle now for the Welsh as they've just gone past their own 40. That's also going to be the big thing here, is how much a Wales going to be tired. So 2 interchanges made by Tonga. Murdoch, Masilla and Totoa have come on to replace Fanua Blake. And someone else now, Wales now with a kick for the last tackle. It's going to go straight to Niu. And Niu's going to run past a couple of defenders. He does slip over. Oh, arm around the neck there. He could. Maybe onto the 25 for the first tackle. But again, yes, set read. Wait, what? Hang on. It's a set restart, but it was at the 20. That should be a penalty. Oh, Fafita's now on the field, actually, I think. But yeah, that was a 20. That was on the 20-meter line. That set restart. That should be a penalty, unless that's not a rule in International Rugby League. But anyways, third tackle now for Tonga. 40 meters away from the try line now. They need to spread it out there for Kafusi there with the ball, and he will get brought down. There's about 4 players trying to bring him down. One eventually does. So 30 meters out. Fourth tackle. Yeah, Fafita's now come on to replace Fodawaker. And now Fafita's now got the ball, and he's probably just got to stand still there because he obviously doesn't want to give away a penalty for a jockeying. So here we go. Last tackle now for Tonga, and they're still 30 metres away from the try line. Lollerhead takes it to Katoa, passes it back to Lollerhead. Now Katoa. Now it's a bit of circus tricks. Now it's a high bomb. Oh, what a take by Kyle Evans. What a take by that. It beats the number 3 of COC for Talakai. That was a brilliant take by him. And now it's a set restart again now for the Welsh. As we're now 7.5 minutes away. No, 6.5 actually, away from the from half time. So second tackle now for the Welsh as they're gone past the 30. Now they're getting passes. Oh, and the ball will be sent. They'll send them back a little bit. Now charge down the middle here, so fourth tackle. So Tonga doing very well to keep Wales inside of their own half here. They've gone for an early kick. It won't be a 40-20. I mean, it wasn't even near the 40, but Tupou takes the first hit up, and he'll get brought down on the 30 for the first tackle. I feel like for Tonga to go into the sheds to like have their nerves calm, they need to get a try. They need to be in front leading. Oh, here we go. And just like that, here's a charge now. It's a big run. It's the number 7. It is Leleye. Gets a pass off now. Niu's now going. And he's passed it to a Wales player. As soon as Tonga take 2 steps forward, they take 3 steps back. Niu there tries to no-look passes it, and it goes straight. Wales play. Wait, what's going on here? I don't know why the Tongan fans are celebrating. You're losing to Wales. At the moment, as one of the Wales players is now looking a little worse for wear here. He's copped, it's the number 1 there. It's Aikens. He's copped a, whilst trying to bring down the number 6, to bring him down to Tola, he's copped the boot right to the jaw. So he's, you don't know if it's going to be like a HIA sort of thing, where he's going to be told to that he can't play the match, or he's probably just a bit of whiplash. I think he's copped him on the jaw. Maybe he's just bit his tongue. No, he's got his nose. But here we go. 5.5 still remaining in this game. Time has stopped. It's going to be the Welsh ball. But it's Oh, there's going to be an immortal spray coming in for the Tongan players. Going to be a bit of hair dry treatment. So he's got a big bloodied nose. He's allowed to stay on the field. Okay, no HIA. So he's just copped it on the nose. I thought he's like properly copped it on the chin, the boot. Yep, he stays on. Here we go. So Wales continuing from the first tackles are on the 25. This is going to be interesting. So Fleming there with the ball now for the second tackle, still on the 30. And now the number 18, that's Connor Davies. And now it's a knock on there. So there we go, 40 metres away from the try line now. Tonga will get the ball. Finally something to break for them. Hang on. I don't think he loses that. Here we go. Captain's challenge by Wales. I don't think that hits the ground. He does bobble it, but I do think he's actually might have regained it. So this could be a challenge successful here. They're just going to... Unless he loses it into one of the Wales players, into the Tongan players, he's got the ball. It's on the elbow. It's popped up, but he's regathered it. I don't think the ball hits the ground. I think he's regained it. I think that's not a knock on. Yeah. Has it? I don't think there's enough evidence to prove that that's hit the ground. I don't think that hit the ground there. I'm not sure about that decision, but I mean, probably in fairness, it's I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't think the ball hits the ground there, but then again, I think it's like there's not enough evidence to prove that it doesn't. I think it's like one of those kind of things. So technically. So what, I think that should have been more inconclusive. But anyways, Wales now have no more challenges for the rest of the match, and this is going to be a game influencing set here for the Welsh, as that's the number 23. That's Conrad Hurrell, who will get brought down on the 30-metre line for the first tackle. Going to spread it now into the middle here, and that's going to be. I think that's Kwalamatangi. Now inside the 20 now for the second tackle. Oh, they've got a big... they've got numbers on there if they spread it, but now Talakai's got the ball. And to be brought down, third tackle, 5 metres away from the try line now on the left-hand side here. Oh, Fafita, you're not stopping him. And he's gone over. No, I think he's short. Well, the thing is, though... All of the Wales players came in, so I don't think there's going to be any camera angle that's going to prove it's made the ground. I think. Hang on. I think actually the referee just said it's she's awarded a try, but she's No, it's saying it's a live decision of try there, but there is Fafita, and Tonga needed that. They needed that try. Oh. Nah. Yep, ball's on the line there. That's going to be a try to Tonga. David Fafita, he's only been on the field for about 5 or so minutes. But just before the break, less than 4 minutes to go, Tonga will now go 8-6 up. As it's taken 36 minutes, but Tonga are now in front for the first time this match. As there are fans celebrating, but honestly, by the way they're performing, it's not looking... I mean, in fairness, like, it isn't like... It's still a very solid team that Tonga have put out, but I don't think it's, like, the best one they've got available, because obviously Tamalolo's still out, but, like... Obviously, for all I know, in, like, the second half, it's going to turn into an absolute bollocking, probably, because of this momentum. I feel like Tonga will score again, and then it will turn into, like, 50-6, but... It's just showing that, like, if a team like Wales can stop them, then what about, like, a country like England, New Zealand, Australia? Like, that's going to be... it's questions you got to think about. But anyways, here comes the kick now from Takiaho. This should go through. It'll be 10 points to 6 to Tonga. As we're now... Oh, he must have kicked it because the scoreboard's already updated, and he has. So good on him. Oh, hang on, let me just try to re-gets it up. There we are. But yeah, this has been a weird thing. But of course, it's David Fafita about 15 metres away from the line. You're just not stopping him. His first try of the tournament, so fair play to him. Just first try in Tongan colours. Bloody hell, big moment for him. Absolute big moment for him. Well done. And there's the kickoff there. I feel like if Wales want to actually have some form of like competitiveness in the second half, they have to stop Tonga from scoring in this set. As that's number 16 now. Totola now onto the 10 for the 20, on the 20 actually for the first tackle. They run down into the middle. That is CSC for Talakai, who will get to the 30 for the second tackle. Tonga now spreading it out. Just about on the 40 now for the third tackle. About 90 seconds remaining. And one of the Tongan players being slow to come up. It's a set restart actually. And now it's going to be Totola again now who take the first tackle here. So pretty much another set that Wales will have to defend themselves on. Talakai again now going on the run. It's now second tackle as we're about to enter the final minute of this first half. What has been an interesting one to say the least. Now Fafita will get broke down. Tonga, the greatest team in the world. We, the Cymru, are almost semi-pro. Tonga look weak. I agree. This has definitely not been a good performance by the Tonga. It's been just seeing how this last set will handle. So fourth tackle, 15 out for Tonga, and that's Matangi will go over. So it's taken about 35 minutes, but Tonga are now finally starting to wake up. So there we go. Matangi scores. And it's now 14-6. I mean, the pass did look kind of forward, but there we go. So that's Matangi's second try of the tournament. And basically we'll go into the shed 16-6. But, yeah, even though, yes, Tonga are now up, but it's been a terrible performance in terms of the circumstances. As there we go, the siren's now sounded, so we will get a... we'll see. Basically, the kick will happen after the siren, but it's... This is I'm just flabbergasted. I'm very happy for Wales because they've played. In fairness, like they probably could have gone over a few more times. In genuine honesty, like it's only just now that Tonga are actually starting to wake up and realizing that you kind of said you're going for the actual World Cup title and you're losing to Wales. I'm not trying to disrespect Wales at all, but like. But yeah, here comes the kick, and that's the beautiful kick. Kick is successful. And so going into the sheds, it will be 16-6 at half time. But finally now it's we're now going into, so it's now half time, but I mean, what can be said? Like, finally Tonga are starting to switch on, but this is worrying. To think about it, like, all the best for both teams. Yeah, definitely. But, look, obviously now, like, I feel like with how the second half is going to go, the Tongan coach is going to fucking light a fire up there. I'm sorry for swearing, but he's going to kick the absolute daylights out of him, and we're going to probably see Tonga score about 30 or 40 points in the second half. So, but it's just... You got to think that there's a lot of teams going to be looking at that. You got to be like Samoa, who Tonga might be playing in the quarterfinals. England, also one of the teams that they could end up playing future on in the when they're getting into the actual playoffs or the finals or whatever. But yeah, it's good to see they're finally waking up though. Happy for David Fafita getting his first try for Tonga. Very much needed. It was at a very much needed time there for Tonga, but yeah. So 16-6 to the Welsh. It's no 66 to Tonga. Sorry, not to the Welsh. I do apologise. But this has been a competitive game for his first half. It's actually been quite entertaining to seeing on how Wales are actually were toe to toe with one of the best teams like in the world, like a team that's beaten Australia, beaten the Kiwis. But yeah, it's kind of mental to see, but now I do feel like they should be safe now. I mean, you'd have to think. Wales were the better side for 35 minutes. Honestly, absolutely. And Moxley, Valakula, nice Wales. Yeah, it's like Wales have been absolutely resilient. It's and the thing is though, they were ahead in the first game when they played the Cook Islands, but too early for trash talking. Yeah, I definitely do agree. But yeah, it's I'm enjoying this. I'm having a good. I'm enjoying this, but play the ball. Completed sets 15-13. I'm just trying to see Tonga averaging more than 200 more meters gained. Wales with 193 tackles. Lamaki, thank you for the sub. Let the man enjoy talks. Definitely. But yeah, it's 66 play the balls to 55, but it's yeah, they're the Tonga players in their sheds. I'd expect there's an exercise bike in there. I'm expecting the coach to come in there and fucking fling it through the wall. It's like saying, "It's good you switched on, but what the fuck were the first 30 minutes?" But obviously, getting those two late tries right near the end of the game, end of the first half, it very much will help them going with momentum, and it should play out very one-sidedly. I feel in the second half. We got a poll. We can definitely do that as a poll. Let's crack that poll open, to say the least. Will Tonga run away with it now? Let's have a look, shall we? Let's go to the poll. Will Tonga now run away with the game? And there we are. There's the poll if anyone's interested. Will Tonga now run away with the match? I feel like it's going to be pretty obvious what the vote is, but that actually is a good question to bring up. What do we classify as running away with it? Like I'd probably say put win by we'll say I don't know, that's actually a good question to probably try to figure out what classes as running away with it. 2 more tries? Yeah. You could definitely make the case for it. Just trying to get this half-time board set up so I can just have a quick break for a couple of minutes and then we can come back from the into the second half. But yeah, this has been enjoyable. This has been actually a very enjoyable game. I do wish I was doing more of the games early, but I've just been very busy with university. We're almost at the end when it comes to university. I finish everything. Basically, everything's done by Halloween, so we can very much focus on other facets. I reckon Tonga can go all the way. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Hopefully, for Tongan fans, you'd hope that the first a performance like this first half is just a sort of just a little bit of a blip in the pan and doesn't turn into a bit of a problem. But was that Morbius? That's Morbius. Out of all the movies you're trying to promote, like the cinema experience at Foxtel, I don't think Morbius is one of them. Unfortunately, I think personally, but yeah. So, okay, let's have a look at the poll. I'm gonna say 89% are saying yes, 11 are saying no. That's God, Jake Paul boxing. No, an actual like proper on paper against Anderson Silva. That's right. When's this on? This Sunday. How much is it? How much is Jake Paul versus? I'm gonna check this. How much is Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva for Australia? $60. $60. Are you taking the fucking piss? They're charging $60 for Jake Paul to fight Anderson Silva. Like, I know because KSI's fight, when he did the 2 fights in one night, that was on KO as well for the pay-per-view, and I think it was only like $20 or something dollars. But fuck. I mean, regardless of who wins the actual fight, they're gonna make some exorbitant funds. I mean, I don't know. I do know a lot of torrent web. There'll be a lot of people like on TikTok who will like watch with like a helmet on, so it shows the reflection of the fight. Because I think it was like when Wilder Fury happened. I think more people watched like the first 3 games. Hey, what's up? Watching Tonga and Wales.
What was the score?
16-6 to Tonga. Tonga are playing shit.
They're winning. What's
Yeah,
Wales?
but
How do you watch that on the TV?
I'm just watching it here. But Wales is like none of if they're semi-professional. Like they're not like all the Tongan players playing the NRL, and they're like Wales were winning for like the first until Tonga only started leading like 8 minutes to go. But obviously Tonga will run away with it in the second half. But yeah,
Well, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
Think so.
you'd think. I see my mother's very not sympathetic when it comes to the Welsh, saying you'd hope so. It's like, not if you're from fucking Wales, you wouldn't. But that was me mother. Apparently, Lebanon and Ireland was actually a pretty decent game. What I heard, I didn't watch that one. But yeah, it's yeah, Jake Paul charging $60. That's what I was saying. Because Tyson Fury and Wilder, when they had the third fight, it was actually. Did the poll just vanish? The poll just disappeared from my live chat thing on Streamlabs. I think is the poll still? Oh, there it is. But anyways, yeah, like during the first 3 rounds of that fight, more people were watching it on like illegal restreams than pay-per-view, and they lost like the pay-per-view companies lost something like $100 million in lost revenue. Like, it was bad. Oh, fucking hell, that Irish player fucking got sent into the advertising boards. Just wait, they're just showing like clips from like the highlights from the other matches that have gone on for this second match day. But currently looking at the poll now, there is about 13 votes. 85% saying yes, that Tonga will run away with the match. 15% saying that they won't. I don't know, just be good to see something like regardless or anything, but we shouldn't be too far away from the game coming back on. I'd assume the reason the KO is going the highlights because I'm assuming they're using the Sky Sports stream. It's just the broadcasting, so obviously they probably don't even have the rights to like the halftime show. That's probably my understanding of why we're not seeing much of the other stuff. Oh, that's a fucking late hit there on bloody Moses. Boy, the Irish. Oh, he's in the bin. Moran. What was that? I'm just watching the stream back on the bloody contact thing. What was that hand gest? Was like, whoa, that was weird. I just saw that. That's weird. That's freaky. Very freaky to say the least. Oh, Ireland got another try. Good on him. It was like 34-18. Or 32-18. The Lebanon-Ireland game. So Lebanon are through. Australia are through. Lebanon are through. At this point, Tonga are through. Just trying to think of any others that are probably through at the moment. I'd probably assume Samoa got to play France. I think Samoa should be safe there. Fiji should be safe as well. I had a potential shout thinking that Italy could have beaten Fiji there. And yeah, that didn't happen. So pretty much now, so for Group A, England are pretty much safe. Group C, New Zealand are safe. Lebanon. Ooh. Lebanon play? So Lebanon play Jamaica and Ireland play New Zealand. So Ireland need Jamaica to beat Lebanon. And then Ireland would need to beat New Zealand. That would be a huge turn of events, to say the very least. Oh, here we go. Yep, both teams now back out onto the field, so we can end the halftime poll. So Tonga are kicking off. They're going to be running screen right, and the Welsh will have first possession. So 21 people voted. Thank you all very much for voting, and thank you for choosing me for some reason as the your official coverage of the Rugby League World Cup. It's 81% going, 22 votes, 81, I think probably 82% saying that Tonga will run away with it, but only time will tell, and we're about to see the second half kick off right now. Whistle's just gone. As they're playing the cricket noises. I don't know why. So Wales getting their first carry, and they'll get dragged back actually to the 15 for the first tackle. Now the Welsh being held back at the moment. It's the number 18 of Connor Davies. And that's going to be the number 16, Burke, who will get brought back. Yeah, Tonga are currently holding him in pretty steadily as they're now onto the 25 for the third tackle. Now Kira's now onto the 35, the captain. Oh, big offload there. Well, it wasn't really big, but it's an offload nonetheless. That's the number 16 there again. It's going to be Burke who will get to halfway for the last tackle. And there's the kick there by the Welsh, and it's going to be picked up by Daniel Tupou. So now the Tongans will now go into their first set of the second half. As of course now 41 minutes now gone in this match. 39 to go to see whether or not we will see an upset of Wales pick up their first win of the Rugby League World Cup this year, or Tonga will secure themselves a place into the quarterfinals. So Tonga now with the ball. It's about 30 away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. They could have looked a little bit forward there, but Conrad Hoyle now with the ball. 15 out. Last tackle here for Tonga. And they're going to pass Tessiniu for Feeder. Passes it back and it's going to go out. So Wales will get the ball on the 10. It was the right idea to go to Fafita, but it's try to get a pass off and it goes straight into touch. So Wales will survive that first onslaught, but I feel like there's going to be a hell of a lot more coming in throughout the rest of the match. But it's the first second half for the Welsh as they're currently on their 10-metre line. And yeah, you're starting to see Tonga's defence now starting to go into overdrive. It's now second tackle and Wales still on their 10-metre line. Now Kuala Matangi now comes in and will beat Wales, put Wales down to the 20 for the third tackle. Now that's number 17, that's Antrobus, who's had a fairly decent first half, I've got to say. So he gets his first carry of the second half from the fourth tackle. Now a decent run there for the last tackle for Wales. It's just shy of halfway. And here comes the kick straight from dummy half. And it's going to be taken by Daniel Tupou. Seems like a lot of the kicks by the Welsh have been targeting Tupou. I don't think it's targeting, but it's just that most of the kicks end up going towards him. Now Sione Katoa now with the ball and he'll get brought down on halfway for the second tackle. This is definitely a set where the Tongans can definitely... Now 40 metres away from the try line, third tackle. That was Tessie Niu there. Now they're going to go right down the middle here. That is the number 21. That is Murdoch Masilla. He gets brought down, fourth tackle, 20 metres out. Niu to Fafita. And Fafita gets wrapped up well on the 15 now. Last tackle. They go down the short side. Fafita now still with the ball. Fends a dummy. And it's a set restart. That is bad there for the Welsh. And it's a whole new set. So here we go. About 5 minutes over the try line. First tackle. Right through almost the middle there for the second tackle there. But Tonga now knocking on the door here. Going to go out to the left. Talakai. What a tackle. What a tackle by the Welsh. Slams Talakai to the ground and pops the ball out. And it's another time right on the line that Tonga gets stopped. What a tackle that was. Who was it? It was the number 22. It was Evans. Centre on centre. That was winger on centre. And absolute... Oh, that's a beautiful tackle. To say the very least. And that's 5 minutes now gone in this second half. It still remains 16 points to 6 in favour of Tonga. But now Wales. I also don't know why this is I'll just get rid of this. I don't think there's really much of a necessity for it. So John Kerr, the Wales coach, just looking at the moment. So here comes a scrum feed now by Wales. But that just seems there's a lot of empty space. I might need to lower this. Yeah, that's better. Wales still passing the ball around at the moment. There's going to be the second tackle there. Still onto the 20. So... But again, it's just not many meters are being gained at the moment by... yeah, they're just keeping him to the 30 here at the moment. The Tongans is now fourth tackle. Still haven't gone past the 30. Oh! That is a big charging run there by Kafusi. Now last tackle here. Can they go for a kick for a 40-20? But all the wingers are back. So Tupou again getting the ball from the kick. It'll get brought down right on halfway for the first tackle. Now Talakai now will get brought down 35 away from the try line for the second tackle. So now looking at Christian Wolf, the Tongan coach. Conrad Hurrell now getting a run. It was nice to see him getting would get a try in his own stadium. 25 away now. Third tackle for Tonga. So numbers Totola now with the ball. He'll get brought down. Again, 15 away. Fourth tackle. Now Tonga going to the left-hand side. New feints it. He's broken past two. Oh, it's a brilliant solo try there by Tessie Niu. Works over well, and obviously for Tonga to win this game, obviously very much needed to get that first try to continue their momentum after the last couple of minutes in the first half, and they have now got it. So Tessie Niu, the fullback, gets the first try. His first try of the Rugby League World Cup and his first try of the match. And it's now 20 points to 6 with a kick to come. Just dummy, breaks through 2. Actually, fends off, goes off 3 technically, and breaks through 6 players to get over the line. I very much need a try from Niu, who's actually been very decently as a workhorse so far this match. I need a ticker or something up here, just like saying like probably group results or whatever. That'd be good to see, but you know, I'm not organised. So now just waiting on to see if Takiaho will put the ball over the post to make the crossbar to make it a 16-point lead. Here we go, Tomoa Lolohea, who was actually 2 from 2 this match. Lololea's now the kicker, not Takiaho. Interesting to see. So there we go. So Lolohea now seeing if he can make it 3 from 3 from the night. And he gets it, but that's... So are they saying that Takiaho missed the kick from the sideline is like off? Like that's a bit harsh. It was from the sideline. He almost got it. It just only grazed the post. Like going crossfield. It wasn't that bad of a kick. It wasn't like bloody Tex Hoy. I mean, in defense of Tex Hoy, he's not a goal kicker. So here we go. Seeing some air horns. You don't really see them much in terms of football. I'm expecting the old cranker coming out. That's gonna be a gift. But anyways, kick off now by the Welsh to continue on this match as we're now 9 minutes gone in this second half. It's been a nice full flowing match this is. So the try scorers for those who have only just joining in now. So for Wales it was Evans. Oh, it's a penalty here for Tonga. Evans got the first. No, he didn't get the first try of the match. It was actually Daniel Tupou. No. Did Wales scored first, didn't they? Yeah, Wales scored first. It was Evans who scored the first try of the Wales. Then Daniel Tupou went over. Fafita went over. Kolomatangi went over. And that was all in the first half. And in the second half, Niu being the first try scorer in the second half. Was that a high shot or was it a crusher? Yeah, that's a crusher there. So that's going to be that is a penalty to Tonga. So here comes the kick by Lolohea. And the ball be placed just inside of Tonga's half. So you got to feel like here, this is where Tonga start putting on the points and trying to reconvince us that they are one of the top teams in this tournament, as they hope to become only the 4th country different country to win the World Cup. Passing down the line here. Talakai out to Tupou. He tries to run it, but there wasn't much room. So now 5 minutes away from the try line. 3rd tackle for the Tongans. Now they're trying to spread it out to the right here. They've got plenty of space here as well. It's about 4-on-1. Niu holds on to it, the fucking selfish bastard. There's about 2 other players he could have passed it to, and it probably could have resulted in a try. But now Fafita trying to go for a second. He'll be held up just short of the line now. Last tackle for the Tongans. Lolohea beats 1, beats 2. He gets that down. I think he's gotten that. They might have a check of it. I think it's going to be a try here for Tonga. I think Lolohea has gone over, and now you're starting to see the points are starting to come in. So referee saying it's saying that she has no try, seeing if it was held up. I think he got it down before the Welsh hand got in, but let's have a look. Adam G. Let's have a look. Lolohea with the spin. Whoa! He stopped that. He's got a hand under the ball. Well done. That was a try-saving move there. I thought he certainly had it down, but nope. A hand right under the ball there. That prevents Lolohea from grounding it. I put a bet for Tonga to win with 45-point plus difference. I'm assuming that's the line, I'd assume. But yeah, currently at the moment it's Tonga haven't been great, but yeah, so that's going to be no try there for Tonga, so it's going to be a changeover as well. Yeah, it was the line, yeah. I definitely feel there's about 30 minutes left, and I feel like Tonga is starting to get all their momentum back, so they should hopefully keep putting their points up, so it should be resulting in a no try here. Yep, there we go. Lolohea having the ball held up there, so it's going to be a changeover and a 20-minute restart. If they get held up in the last tackle inside the goal mouth, is that a 20-minute restart? No handover onto the 10, so now fourth and a change now for the Wales as Walker has now come on for Fleming. I think that's where the first substitute came from when they swapped over. The 45 plus difference are basically Tonga to score plus 50. I think it's very possible within about a half an hour time space. Because you've got a question of how long it's going to take for Wales to become excessively tired and just Tonga like switching it up a gear. Because they kind of need to do that. So it's third tackle now for the Welsh as they're currently on the 30. And they're all bunched up in the middle. This is what we're starting to see here. They're all bunched up, and that's just going to be seeing we're going to see players like Tupou and Katoa have a lot of tries. Potential kick there for a 40-20. It's going to be picked up by Nu. And he'll get brought down on the 30-metre line inside of Tonga's half for the first tackle. But then again, the Tongan players are starting to come quite low, slow walking back. But it's probably going to be more spread out and more even. So they're going to spread it down into the middle. Now Talakai comes in as he crosses over the halfway line. He'll be brought down on the Welsh 40. Oh, big charge here by, I think that's Totola or Kuala Matangi. It's one of them at least. So fourth tackle now about 25 away from the try line. Going to spread it more into the middle here unless they try to feint it out to the right. They will. No, saying it's knocked it on. I think it did look like it went backwards. So the pass there was from the number 8 to Fanua Blake to Lolohea, then to Nu. That goes backwards. No, unless the tap and then the ball has gone forward. It's weird. But it's going to be a scrum feed now to the Welsh on the 25. It basically gives them some form of reprisal because they've basically been defending on their line for almost the entire second half so far. So we're now at the 53rd minute. Big tackle there by Kafusi there. So the first tackle there for the Welsh is on the 35. Now Reece Williams now with the ball. Almost breaks through the line. He'll get brought down just shy of halfway for the second tackle. Oh, that's a knock on by Wales. So there we go. It's going to be another changeover, and it's Tonga now getting the ball right on halfway from a scrum feed. This is it's where you're starting to see the mistakes now coming in from the Welsh, from all the pressure that's coming in from Tonga. So Benny now coming on for Berth. That's the 5th interchange made by Wales. So here we go. Chance put on some more points to really just basically just put the game out of a doubt now as Katoa runs straight through the line and he'll get brought down about 35 away from the try line for the first tackle. And now that's Talakai who will get brought down to the 30 for the second. They certainly tried to bunch it all up and getting a pass down the line for Theta, almost breaking through from the shop. He's lost that. And it's another knock on by White. That's the thing. Tonga have also had a lot of errors as well. Arms come in. Yeah, he's lost that. He's just lost that. But there must have been like hands around it, but still, that's very much and all that. But yeah, I just got a thing on my creator studio because there's a thing. It's like this is a good time to insert an ad. It's like, I mean, that'd be pretty cunty of me to do that. I'm not gonna. I did think about just saying do it, but nah, I'm good. But yeah, so now going into the 25 now for the first tackle from Wales. That's just an arm around the neck, but by Conrad Hull, but nothing's been called there. Second tackle onto the 35 for the Welsh. Wales almost on halfway now for the third tackle. Now number 6 there for number 6 there for it's Kia. They're just going to bring it back down to the line now. So fourth tackle now is Wales have just entered on the 40 actually of the Tongans. There's a big run there by Walker. And now 30 metres out, 40 metres out actually. Last tackle for Wales. It's going to be a high kick and it's going to be pressuring Sione Katoa, trying to put his foot into getting a 20-minute restart, but it won't. But Sione Katoa will now get brought down on the 15 for the first tackle for Tonga. As we're now at the 56th minute mark, as we have now basically 24 minutes remaining in this matchup. Still not a lot of scoring, only the one try by Tessaniu being the only point scored in this second half. But so now onto the third tackle now. Still just shy of the 40 now. Now Tonga will be on halfway now. That's number 15. No, it isn't. It's I think it's Tavita Tatala. The 5 and the 6 look really similar together. But now Colin Matengi now on the run now. 35 away from the try line. This will be the last tackle for Tonga. There's the kick by Lalahea. It's going to put some pressure on Reece Williams. And he gets instantly wrapped up there by Sione Katoa. Just shy of the try on the try line. Beats 1. Beats 2. Tries to go under the legs. Oh! He's gone right under the legs. It's like that game when like the players stuck in the... Is it called stuck in the mud or something? Where people get tagged and you got to go under their legs to like unfreeze them. I'm fairly certain it was like a game played in like primary school, but for that again, it could just be me having a fever dream. But now again, Wales, now it's right on the last tackle. They only made it as far as the 40. It's not much attacking flair currently at the moment by the Welsh, but obviously might use all that in the first set now. Fozzart now coming off and Curtis Davies now on for Wales. They've now made 6 substitutes, or 6 interchanges. So Tonga now getting their first tackle here with Katoa on the 40. But then again, it looks like a lot of the Tongan players are tired as well. This is a bit weird to say the very least, but now Tonga now getting past halfway now. Third tackle, 40 metres away. But now the 8 for Noah Blake. It's now 30 away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. And it's a set restart as well. That's not going to sound well for the Welsh. As Fafita's broken through. And he'll get brought down. Oh, he's still going. He's brought down inside the 10 now for the first tackle. Now, this is a big moment now for Tonga. Well, not really, but passing it out now. 3-1. And that's going to be another try to Tupou. He almost lost that, but he's definitely going to get that down. And it's now 26 points to 6 with a kick to come. Easy as you like. And Daniel Tupou will get his second try of the match. Might call from an outbreak now because... no, but that's weird. But there we go. Fanua Blake almost getting... Yeah, he pretty much almost got dumped there. As that's going to be the first half. That gave away the set's restart, sorry. But then just easy, just passing it out to the wing, freeing up Daniel Tupou to get the second try. So there we go, and then we'll be back to see if he gets the kick. But I must say though, it was very decent play to say the very least. But I think we could probably close that tab there. But anyways, now we're just waiting to see if he's going to get the kick, to say the least. So it's right from the sideline as well. So it's probably going to be the most challenging kick here for Lalahea, to see if he can make it a 22-point lead. But here we go. So Lolohea, it's been perfect all night, and this will be obviously going to be probably the hardest kick. So here we go. What will Lolohea do? Will he put this through? I stopped hovering over the thing because I actually want to see if he actually can try to get this in or not. As far as on, it's pretty much touching the sideline. That's how far away this is. Here comes the kick. And that was not great. Basically, it was almost a cross-field kick to say the least. But, I mean, it's a fucking really hard kick. But there we go. It's going to be remaining 26 points to 6, though, in favour of Tonga. So Tonga's starting to get some points across. As we've now only got 19 and a half minutes remaining. So, Ivan, I'd start praying. I mean, it can happen. So, basically, they would need to get to 51 points. So, they'd only have to score... So, basically, they have to do all of the scoring they've done in 60 within 20. Talakai takes the kick from the Welsh. He'll get brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle. But yeah, you've got to say now, here comes the number 17 now for Tonga. That is Fodawaker. He'll get brought down just shy of halfway for the third tackle. But there we go now. Past halfway now are the Tongans as they're now 45 away. Just going to shift it off to the right now if they can. Break through the line here. Conrad Harrell's through. Oh, he's given a flick pass to no one. It's picked up by the Wales. I think it's like a double knock on. Oh, it's not a double knock on. I think it was a flick pass that went to nobody. Wales get the ball back. No, I swear there was like a forward pass by Wales in the lead up to that. Or a knock on by the Welsh. But then again, another chance that Tom could have scored points in. It was, I think, yeah, no, there might have been a knock on there by the Welsh, so. But are Tonga challenging this? I don't think they are. Because surely the time has gone past there, so it's going to be Wales' ball. So here we go, on to the 25. The Wales will get the ball. And they're going to pass it out now to the centre. Oh, bloody seriously for Talakai just dragging him. Right, Wales, 6.5 more. Oh, another knock. Oh, it's a penalty now to Wales. Oh, 6.5 or more. Oh, you have them have 6, so you just need them to score a point, and you have the over. I'm assuming. OS1J, maybe. But so pretty much now 35 away from the try line now. A chance for Wales to maybe get some points. Now they go to the left. It's the number 1. It's Aikens. And Aikens is just being manhandled at the moment by Conrad Hurrell. And he'll get brought down for the first tackle now. 35 away still from the try line. Now Antrobus now onto the 30 for the second tackle. It's just been primarily just... Still like just down the middle. Oh, here's a chance here to go down the sideline here. Feigning a pass, it's Ralph, and he'll get brought down onto the 20 here for the third tackle. Was that a fucking bite? It must just been Felice Kafusi's head onto it. It looked like he fucking just bit him. I don't know why. Just the way Ralph reacted and like where the place was. I just felt like it looked like he bit him like Luis Suarez type bit. Oh, knock on by Wales. So the whistle has stopped. It's a double. I think it was a double knock on. So it's going to be Tonga ball. But I think both teams lose it there. But obviously lost it first. The bet is $64 express. The winner's 186. I hope they will. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. So now Tonga with the scrum 10 meters out. You got about 15 minutes now remaining in this match. And in all honesty, currently at the moment with the vote, it is looking like no, Tonga haven't really run away with this. They've only scored one more try. No, they scored 2 more tries actually. So Kafusi there with the ball getting brought down, third tackle. Just under the 35 now, still inside their own half. Now charging into the middle there. Just shy of halfway now. Fourth tackle for Tonga. Now, kick and chase here by the Tongans. Aikens, the bounce, it's going to go out. No way. Oh my God. I swear that went out, but it was like a flick off the line at the last possible second. If that's the case, we have just seen the try of the tournament. We would have just seen the easily try of the year. He's flicked it up at the last possible second. I swear it's hit the ground, but if that's the case, we've just seen probably the try the decade. It was a kick and chase kick. It was bouncing. Looked like it's going out. And maybe there was a last... I swear it bounces on the line. I think it stayed. Oh my God. And it's flicks up and it's flung back by Tonga and they get a pass off and score. If that is the case, we've just seen the try of the tournament. Kick chasers are on side. Here we go. This is going to be close. It's passed backward. Okay. Ball. It's just... unless it's a blade of grass is touching that. Oh, that's going to be hard to tell. And I think they've awarded the try. That's still in. That's so close. Hang on, here we go. Front angle view. Roll rods. Oh, it does look like it's hit the lot. Oh no! The tiniest amount of the ball has touched the line. It has prevented probably one of the tries of the decade, but that's unfortunate. It's but wow, an absolute he dives for it, last ditch attempt in between the legs, and he gets to bloody it was off to Sione Katoa. He gets a pass to Lolahea, but wow, that was literally a centimeter of the ball touched the line, but it still hit. That's unfortunate. They'll look a forward pass. Wow, there's going to be charged down there by Tupou, so the Welsh are going to get the ball back here, so beyond the 40s. We're now 13 and a half minutes remaining in this match. Oh, that was so close. So here we go now. Scrum feed onto the 40 now. The Wales will send the ball out to their left-hand side. And Wales will get brought down on halfway for the first tackle. So now for Tonga, Neo's now come off. I think it's Cooler that's now on as the fullback for Tonga in this match. And it's a knock on there called on Wales, so it's going to be a scrum feed for Tonga, so Tonga will survive that again. ...330 tackles made by Wales, which is almost 100 more than how many tackles Tonga have made. That is quite ridiculous to say the very least. Yeah, there we are. I don't know why this didn't just get readjusted, but whatever. But anyways, now 12 minutes now remaining. Now Tonga now marching down the field again. Now second tackle 35 metres away from the try line now. So a chance to just... I think it's pretty much over now, but just, to really put it in. So, yep, tackles at the moment, 219 to Tonga, 330 to Wales. That's actually just mental. Passing out. Oh, has that gone backwards? They're saying it's gone backwards there. Not a knock on. I think it's a fair call. So still fourth tackle now for Tonga. So now Fanua Blake's going to get brought down 10 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Tonga. And they're going to shift it off now to the right. It's going to grab he's going to grab a kick at himself here, but no, he gets battered away by Wales. It's going to be a goal line dropout. So we're now 11 minutes now left remaining in this match. There's actually the referee, the main referee in this match is actually a woman, the first one ever at a Rugby League World Cup. And Wales have now just gone for a short dropout, and it bounced about 5 metres still in the 10 metre zone and goes out. So it's going to be a penalty to Tonga. So here we go now. So Tonga, 10 metres out, 10 minutes to go. Full set of 6 now coming up. Now number 16, this is Tavita Totola. We'll get the ball out now. Trying to get Fanua Blake now with the ball. Tries to go himself. He's about a metre short of the line there. Second tackle for Tonga. Dodges open it by itself. Fafita beats 1, beats 2. Gets an offload. It's the number 20. It's Cooler. Cat. So now the third tackle now for Tonga. They're spreading it now into the middle and now trying to get it off to the left-hand side here. Get it off to Tupou. And Tupou will score a hat-trick. So that'll pretty much will. That's definitely now sealed the win there for Tonga. So there we go. Daniel Tupou getting his third try of the match. 9 minutes to go. And that will secure Tonga moving on into the quarterfinals. Now, whether or not, depending on what happens tomorrow, basically, if Papua New Guinea do beat the Cook Islands tomorrow, then they will actually secure the top spot. And if they don't, they'll just have to play for it in the next match day. So yeah, that should be all sorted, but got to admire the animosity. It's good to see Tonga now finally just switching up here. It's just they definitely would like to forget the first half an hour of this match as they move on to play. As Tonga will play the Cook Islands in the next match day, as Wales will have to go on and play Papua New Guinea. So pretty much Wales are eliminated, unfortunately, for their case, but they've shown a lot of heart in this match, to say the very least. And now Siasif Talakai is kicking from the sideline. Please get this. Please get this. I wouldn't be more happy for like a big fella getting a kick since bloody Mitch Barnett back in 2019. Please get this, Talakai. Please get it. Oh my god, please. Please kick this. Oh! He's fucking curled it! That is a brilliant kick! That is a brilliant kick by Talakai. He's banana curled that in. Mate. Fuck Nico Hines. He's now the goal kicker for Cronulla. CSC for Talakai, take a bow. Now 32 points to 6 with about 7.5 now to go. That's the highlight of the match. I don't care. Give Talakai the man of the match just for getting that conversion. I know Tupou scored a hat-trick, but that doesn't matter. Now here comes the kickoff now by the Welsh. They've gone for a short. It's a bit of a squib kickoff, and it will make the meters, but it's going to be picked up by Tonga though. So now Tonga. So it's Conrad Hull now getting brought down onto the 40 for the second tackle, and now Fanua Blake is going to get on the run, and he'll get brought down. Oh no, this is the second tackle. Sorry, so right on halfway now. Tonga going to spread it out to the right, left again. Tupou gets a pass off. It's now Talakai. Talakai, just hold on to it, mate. Third tackle now, about 25 away from the try line now so a chance here for Tonga to put even more points on. I felt I was forward there onto the pass for Fanua Blake, but now for Feeder. That's not for Feeder, but someone. Oh! There was almost a knock. There was a pass back. It was horrible. And there was a knock on. Yeah, there was a knock on there by Wales. So it's going to be a scrum feed here for Tonga. But yeah, I mean, 15 metres out now. There should be a good chance here for Tonga to score another try. But yeah, you've got to say, absolute brilliant. A very decent second half performance here by Tonga. Obviously, they did get the good momentum coming in from their 2 tries in the last 10 minutes. But I'm still very happy with how Wales did perform in that first half. It's just obviously now the talents now come in. Now for Feeder almost going over for the try in the for the first tackle. He's 5 metres away from the try line now. So now 5.5 left in the match. Fanua Blake now with the ball. And he's going to get wrapped around. He's about 2 metres short of the line now for the second tackle. And Tonga, Fafita. They want to give Fafita his second try. But he's going to get held up on the metre line again now. Third tackle for Tonga. Goes to the left. Lolahea. Talakai. Tupou's caught that. It's not going to be a knock on, so it's going to be 4th tackle here. So we're now entering the last 5 minutes of this match. And now that's the number 20 there. That's Cooler. Now last tackle right in front of the posts. 5 out. Run from dummy half. And he's going to get held short. So it's going to be a changeover now for Wales. This will probably be Wales' second full set. And there we go. Kazoo, player of the match. The player of the match is Daniel Tupou. And you got to say, I mean, scoring a hat-trick, thoroughly deserved. But then that the case when Scotland played Italy, there was trying to that Italian winger scored a hat-trick in the second half, and they gave it to bloody Nathan Brown, but for the man of the match. But who knows? So third tackle now for the Welsh as they're still very much stuck in the 20. Almost another knock on there by Wales. Now 4th tackle, they're still inside of their 20. Now they're getting their passing down. They're going to pass down to the winger of Evans, and he'll get brought down just about onto the 30. And it's still last tackle. And they're just going to get wrapped up. On the ball's going to just come out. So it's going to be a 0 tackle here for Tonga, about 25 away from the try line. As it's now 3.5 to go. The final interchange here for Wales as Burke has now come on for Walker. So 10 metres out now. First tackle for Tonga. And Tonga, they're just going to give it out to Tupou again. He's just going to simply walk in and will get his 4th try of the match. Wait, why are they going to video ref? Are they trying to see if there's like an obstruction? They're checking for an obstruction here to see if Daniel Tupou has or has not scored his 4th try of the match. Talakai does hit him. Yep, it's going to be taken off him. It's going to be a penalty to Wales because Talakai's come in and has blocked a runner trying to make a tackle. So yeah, that is going to be an obstruction penalty. So no try. So I guess Tupou will just have to settle for only 3. So here we go, penalty to Wales on their 10-metre line. They're trying to see if they can get just another try before the end of the match. As they're now on to the 25. 35 actually for the first tackle. Yeah. As they play the cricket noises, as Wales now going out to the left-hand side. Oh, tries to get a run there. It's Kia. Second tackle now for Wales. 45 away from the try line. Oh, phone's going off now. Now Tonga is now just keeping them away from the red zone or whatever, the proverbial red zone for rugby league. Now it's the number 9, Fozzard. Now about 25 away from the try line now. 35 actually. Almost a breakthrough run there for the number 16 of Burke. And it's another knock on by Wales. So it's going to be a scrum feed and it'll be the last full set of the match. It'll be going to Tonga. Just had to close the doors. We're now coming into the... Oh, they're going for a kick and chase again. Oh, it's going to be a big race. Wales hasn't picked it up there. It's just going to be played on here. So Aikens is going to get the ball. So actually, Wales will get the final set. Surely they just allow them to score. Now, Wales are going here. Big run to the number 5. And it'll get brought down on... The number 5 of Grant. It gets brought down on halfway for the first tackle now. We enter the last minute of the game. Can Wales just get another try? To number 17 now, Antrobus. Gets brought down 35 away for the second tackle. So going to shift it off now into the middle. Oh, big hold on to there by the number 21. And it's a penalty to Wales. I think it was a late hit. What happened here? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a penalty, but there's nothing wrong with it. Please go for the 2. They might. There's no way that's a sin bin. No way they're giving this a sin bin. It's just a penalty. There's nothing wrong with it. It's he just gets him like a millisecond after he lets go of the ball. It is a penalty, but it's probably not going to be much more. But that Wales play might be out. But here we go. Are Wales going to go for the try? Or they're going to go for the 2. Yeah. Oh, he's got his arm in a sling here. So this player, he's probably going to be out for the rest of the tournament. His arm in a sling. That's not good. So 39 seconds remaining. I think... OSJ1, I think Wales are going to go for this try here. They've taken the tap. So you just got to hope they go for a field goal here. So now there's about 30 seconds remaining. Kick and chase here. And Tonga will pick the ball up and it's going to run out the rest of the match. So Cooler gets brought down with it. There's about 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, it was a very chaotic first half, to say the very least. And there goes the siren. But it was a chaotic first half, which saw Wales leading. And the only time Tonga came into leading the match was about 7 minutes remaining until half-time. But Tonga have certainly switched back on and going into this second half as they've gone on to win this match 32 points to 6. I think both people who said they had bets on, neither of them came through, unfortunately. But that's just how it is. But you got to give credit to the determination by the Welsh team for really just holding Tonga out for the first 30 or so minutes. Conrad had a cheeky smile at the female referee. Hopefully he doesn't. There's no video that does pop up because of it, but yeah. So that's it. So Tonga now go two wins from 2, so that means they will be through to the quarterfinals. And depending on the results of what happens, they probably should end up finishing top of their group, depending on whether or not the Cook Islands win tomorrow as they take on the Papua New Guineans. It's a weird way to say it, but then obviously if Cook Islands do win that, then basically the match between Tonga and Papua New... oh my god, I can't speak English. But the match between Tonga and the Cook Islands will decide who will finish top of the group. But there we go. That is the end of the match. And the end of the stream, Daniel Tuber getting man of the match. So thank you all for watching. And I will see you all later.